Look, they just didn't mention anything about it, okay? 2 years. 2 years I've been with them. And what would they do without me? Exactly that. Am I mean, or am I just working with someone who's extremely incompetent? I guess. Look, I'll call you back later. I just got to their house. Okay. Strawberry. Bye. I'm surrounded by idiots. Where am I, baby? Late in their own home. Unbelievable. Sign all the paperwork. At ease, babe. Oh, no, you're not late. Only a little bit. I'm just early. Sit. Get comfortable. Today, we're just gonna go through your nighttime routine. Yes, I have your skincare prepared for you. And we're gonna do that hair mask that you've been reading about in that vlog. And then I just want to go over your schedule for tomorrow. Do you remember what's happening tomorrow? So no, that's actually in 2 weeks. Tomorrow it's when you have your speech at that university, and you also have that one audition. So we're just gonna go through that while I do your skincare and your hair mask, okay? Getting you ready for sleep. Nothing crazy, nothing big. We don't condone over consumerism in this household. So it's gonna be super simple, super relaxing. And yeah. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, just sit back and relax. Let me do the work, please. Okay, so first things first. I'm gonna go ahead and wet your hair a little bit to prepare it for the mask. Okay, and it is exactly what you wanted. Coconut water with baking soda. It's going to get rid of the buildup and stuff that you can't really get rid of with your shampoos, or seems like you don't know how to. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. I honestly did not research it because you seem very adamant about it, so we're just gonna do it and see how it goes, okay? If at any moment you feel it burning, please let me know, because last time you didn't because you were scared for some reason. So please do let me know this time, okay? Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and wet your hair all over, front and back. Good. Did that feel relaxing? Okay, because my goal today is for you to be very relaxed. I actually wanted to do a little bit of kind of like ASMR on you. Do you know what that is? Of course you don't. yeah, you seem like the type that wouldn't really understand it or kind of like judge others if they watch it, but I think I'm gonna recommend to you some really good ones that you can watch. But ASMR is basically sounds that relax you. In my opinion, anything can be ASMR, like a massage or rain sounds. I think that people think that it's just sounds, or maybe that's in the definition. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but it's just basically things that relax you. And I really want to do that for you today, just so that I wanted to introduce you to ASMR. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be very delicate, very precise today, and just trying to give you a full-on relaxation session. Okay, you ready? Trust me, you're gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna be very gentle, I promise. And I have a super special skincare for you today. You really want to know what it is? No. Let me first put that hair mask on you and then we'll talk about it, okay? Remember, we have to stay above the fray. Nothing crazy today, okay? Okay, I've got here coconut water first. Just gonna give it a little stir to loosen it up. And we're gonna go ahead and add the baking soda. I'm scared. Are you doing okay? All right, let's do it. Look at this consistency. I can't. It looks so satisfying. It's almost like you might want to take a little sip. Bubbly. Okay, now that we gave that a good mix, I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on your hair. A little bit more. Apply. your right side over here. Behind your ears. How's it feeling so far? Good. Oh no, it's totally normal to have dandruff. It is kind of disgusting, but it's not your fault. I dealt with a lot of dandruff when I was little too. But I was just a child and no one made fun of me. You're an adult, so you have to learn how to take better care of yourself, okay? But that's what I'm here for. So don't you fret. Starting some more. Top of your head, on your sides, making sure it's everywhere. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply this plastic wrap to your head. Oh, this is really hard with nails on, but we'll get there. Just gonna get a little bit close to you. Good. How does it feel? All good so far. Okay, cool. Looks like your scalp is stronger than I thought because I was watching some YouTube videos of this, and yeah, it doesn't go very well for most people, but I'm assuming that if you have a strong scalp and if your scalp needs it, then it must be good. Cool. Why don't we move on to your skincare? I have something super cute planned out for you. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions about your skin if you don't mind, just to make sure that all the products I brought do fit the situation, okay? I have them here somewhere, just give me a moment. I need to work on your patience. Okay, here we go. So, are you aware of your skin type, or should I diagnose it in real time? Is your skin oily because it's oily or because you refuse to wash your pillowcase? That's what I thought. Really need to talk to Summer about that. See if she can just make sure you're cleaning your pillowcase at least 3 times a week. Do you break out because of hormones, diet, stress, or just poor decision making? How often do you pick at your face when you're just checking something? I'm gonna write them all the time. Okay. Do you know what exfoliation is? Do you do that? Okay. Do you usually expect results without consistency? I don't know why I'm even asking that. Obviously you do. So, check here. Just write that down. Just decide that. So everything I brought today is good for you, minus one thing that I might remove. Or, no, we can use it. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and begin your skincare. I actually saw this in this girl I like, Josie B ASMR. I know you don't know her because you hate ASMR, but I love, and she's awesome. And she actually did a video doing our skincare, like the viewer skincare, and she covered all the products so that you wouldn't be able to see their brand, which, hello, I have covered all of the stuff that I have for you today, but I put a little twist on it, like my own thing, and wrote your favorite, oddly specific, positive affirmations. Yeah, they're more like positive validations, but I was very mindful of what you like to hear me say, or at least what I think you like to hear me say. And I wrote it down on it. It's super cute. So let us go ahead and remove your makeup here. I have been seeing all over my TL, or I guess now it's known as For You page. Thanks, TikTok. Oh, I'm gonna blur that out. Pretend you didn't hear it. These like girls with a bunch of things on them, like the jaw thing and like the hair, and it's giving Sydney Sweeney but like normalized, and I don't understand really why, because as we know, none of that stuff does anything for your face, and you are literally just spending money giving it to billion-dollar companies and messing with the environment, which I understand if you don't care about the environment. Like, truly, if I was in your position, I wouldn't either, probably, because I would be so like head in the clouds, unaware of what is going on. But I would care about slavery, and a lot of those brands use slave labor, sometimes child labor, to get like their ingredients. Yeah, so again, because you are in a privileged position, we want to kind of not hoard resources that other people might be able to have. And also, just like, why would we buy from a company? Yeah, you get the gist. So this one says, you are exactly on schedule. You are exactly on schedule. On schedule. On schedule. This is so satisfying. Yeah, it's like this cream. Oopsies. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it to remove any makeup you might have. I'm just gonna get close to you and kind of spread it around all over your skin. Circular motions, in circular motions. neck down here. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and take this randomly nicely shaped bottle for the water. And there we go. Just carefully remove that off your skin. Just like so. I know you recently got your new facelift that everyone's getting in Hollywood, but for some reason doctors always forget the neck. So your neck is super wrinkly and looks like an old lady, but your face looks like Emma Stone now. So when we do your skincare, we don't want to forget about your neck to try to make it like at least a little bit better than how you are right now. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a cleanser, and this has literally your favorite thing of all time. If you like it, we'll pretend it was your idea. If you like it, we'll pretend it was your idea. We'll pretend it was your idea. Love that for you. Really close to it, okay? Make sure that I get it everywhere. Good. I have here this steamy towel. It's a little bit warm, but it's gonna feel so good on your face. Really gonna open up those pores for the products and clean the cleanser. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it over your eyes. And there we go. Hopefully you're not asleep yet. We still have to pick up your outfits for tomorrow. Well, did that feel nice? Yeah, I'm actually I already started my esthetician course, so I'm gonna be giving you full on facials here soon. I wonder when someone's gonna give me one. To just add a little bit of, I told them you're unavailable. I told them you're unavailable. Okay, I'm gonna have you close your eyes, please. Excellent. Now I have here some drops of You're Not Late. I told you weren't late today, and you're not late. You're not late. Whether it's a life event or simply life in general, you are not late. Applying deliberately. Good. I know you prefer rose quartz over jade. It's totally not because the green is see-through on my green screen. Who said that? Just gonna you always wanna lift up. And I'm gonna do your under eyes. Your under. Yes, it's a little cold. It was in the fridge. But it's so good for your pores. Even though your pores are already non-existent because you've been injecting yourself with your own blood. Okay. Just gonna massage your neck a little bit, and I think this is a lost cause. You're gonna have to talk to a surgeon for your neck because I'm surely not gonna learn surgery apart from all of my important skills. So unfortunately, I can't be the one to do it for you. There we go. One last thing here. I know I said I wouldn't tell you what it is, but this is retinol. You just don't know what brand. Which in reality is so weird to buy a brand because you can just get the actual retinol raw yourself, just like any other ingredient that you might find on skincare, which is crazy. Lately, I've been washing myself with just soap, like my regular body soap. I know, I feel like a dude, and it's disgusting, but my skin has never looked better. It's the craziest thing. My skin has never looked better, and that's just using soap. My body soap. I don't even have different soaps. I know, but you could never. I would never do that to you. I would never put you through that. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of. I've already handled it. If you can think about it, I've already handled it. Trust me. I don't think you have any brain power to think extra like that. Alright. You never need to put too much on your skin, and we'll make sure to wash it off in the morning because the sun cannot touch it. That would be really bad if you let it see the light of day. Do you want me to add the rest on your stretch marks? Listen, babe, we all have them. I'm gonna go around and put them on your, like, where they are, okay? Of course they're not gross. That is the least gross part about you. Just saying. So, let me just quickly hop over here. I'm just gonna tap the excess since it's just very useful for that as well, I think. I don't know. I haven't asked Dr. Mike. Got a little bit of a back massage there. So let me just see what I had on my checklist for today. Okay, sweetie pie, I know you're like almost borderline falling asleep, but just hang out a little longer, okay? I want to go through all of your tasks for tomorrow, okay? While you let that hair mask settle. All right, so that's speech for tomorrow. You have a draft already, I'm assuming. Yes. Yeah, I had Alex help you with that, so that's good to know. I will remember that he did do that, and maybe get him a coffee or something, since he's just an intern and making no money. Okay, so I want you to tell me some like jokes that you have planned, because I know Alex can be a little bit not PG-13, and we want you to be very, like, you know, friendly for all ages. So go for it. Tell me some of the jokes you have received. I knew God had a good sense of humor when he made you. Okay, so right here I'm gonna open our sheet of jokes, which I can edit and you can edit, and Alex is under too, but he can't touch it. He can just look at it. So I'm gonna cross that out of the map because that is super not funny. If anything, it's quite gross. So we're gonna completely remove that one, okay? Okay. Now, the charity thing. Charity begins at home. You would know about that. But so you're very privileged, and you know, may that privilege never cease. However, spreading your privilege includes maybe not spending $5,000 on Amazon, so you might not want to say that on this speech, especially at a college campus, okay, university, whatever you might want to call it. I'm not gonna say the name of the university because they would have to pay me to say that, right? So yeah, you might not want to talk about that. And also, just since you brought it up, well, I know it's super convenient, but because you have the resources, do you know what resources are? Okay, good. Nice job, Alex. So because you have the resources, you should be able to not spend money on Amazon and actually get the stuff you need from like smaller businesses that charge more, because you are able to do that, correct? So like that is a part of your privilege. And there is no reason for us to fund someone's wedding who is like renting a place where other people live, right? Because that's extremely weird and despicable. Do you agree? Okay, good. So that is why I think that you might not want to mention that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cross it out. Really big thing that should not say. Okay, so we got that. So since we're already here talking about your spending, I really wanted to talk about your Labubu collection, which I know you are very sensitive about. So is it okay if we talk about your Labubus? Labubus. Labubus. See how stupid it sounds? Yeah. Okay, so first question. Do you remember how you were making fun of your brother for having those sports gambling accounts? Do you remember that? Yeah, so, and do you remember when you made fun of him for spending $300 on a mystery box for Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Yeah, okay. Good. I'm glad you do. Very good. Good memory there. Good catch. So, 48% of men ages 18 to 49 have an account with at least one online sports. That's 22% of Americans. They have realized that they can actually spread that to women because women usually don't gamble because it's so stupid, right? Yeah, you would think. But so gamification in our consumerist society is quickly spreading towards you. And I personally, this is just my opinion, and the experts, I think, in my humble opinion, that there is actually no difference between what your little brother was doing and you spending $500 on mystery boxes for your Labubus. Do you see where I'm going with this too? Okay. So yeah, any collectible toy, limited edition drop, which I know you love, Temu, they all kind of exploit and reduce our human behavior and psychology and kind of optimize it for profit. So, I've heard you say certain things, certain like woke things. So if you want to act the part, you might want to think about that next time you make fun of him. Yeah. I'm just saying, okay? I have here an article exploring the impact of gamification on consumer behavior and how it can revolutionize your digital marketing strategy. This is how they do it. They don't even see it as a bad thing, but it is. And is branding mass consumption as freedom here in our beautiful, gorgeous America. And I just don't think that you should be falling for that if you don't want to be a hypocrite. What do you think? You'll think about it? Okay. I love that for you. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up since we were in the topic of money, but I know it's taboo. We're trying to make it not taboo because why is that taboo? I think that they're just trying to control us. But I'm not gonna get into any conspiracy theory that has turned out to be true. Anyways, that's done. We can move on to something else. Let me put my brain into a different path. Sorry, it's just really hard for me because I'm thinking about many things all the time. But okay, so let's move on to your audition. Okay, do you want to tell me a little bit about it, a little bit of what you have planned? Exactly, it's for that movie. Okay. No, yeah, I'm sure you're just waiting to be discovered. You're such a jewel. I love that. I think because it's like your ancestors did build something, but like you didn't. So I don't know where that like connection comes from. But okay, you know what? I'm gonna just call on Daniel here instead of Alex because he's just better than he ever could be. So I'm just gonna make a mental note of that and just call on Daniel to help you with this audition thing, because again, not my area of expertise. Okay, not my area of expertise. I am just a simple assistant. So yes, we will do that. Don't continue to use your energy to think about that anymore, about the audition. Okay, just don't perceive it, so that we can just wipe whatever's in your little brain right now and replace it with whatever Daniel says. Okay, because he's very well versed in that universe, so we'll just have to get his help. Okay, perfect. So those are the two main things I wanted to go over for tomorrow. I already have your schedule, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there, okay? All right, babes, we are all done here, which is super exciting. Are you feeling relaxed? Cool, so I succeeded. Am I ready to become an ASMR artist? Or should I say an ASMR artist? Great. Okay, so yeah, you are basically all ready for bed. Just go ahead and take that mask off in your shower. Don't do anything to your face, and you're all good to go. Tomorrow is a big day, so please don't ruin it. Sounds good? Perfect. See you on the other side.